Hey everyone, it's Audrey from Country Stampers, and today is day 10 of my 12 days of Christmas. And I know that I have been a little bit behind. My mom was in the hospital last week, and today I have a sick little one at home. But today is a cute little project, great for those last minute stocking stuffers. It's a sanitize holder using the little sanitizers from Bath and Body, and it's my first year making these, so I'm really excited about this cute little gift holder. We're going to be using Snowplace from our holiday catalog, and I am only going to be using the snowman and his arms for this project, and but I am using the Big Shot to cut out the circle because I still don't have any of the punches yet for the circles. So what you're going to need for this is, I have all my paper cut out. You're going to need a 3x3 of Night of Navy, a 3x3 of Whisper White for stamping. I have a piece of our glimmer paper. This is about 1 inch by 2 1/4. And from Seasons of Cheer, I have 2 pieces cut at 1 inch by 2 1/4 and 2 1/4 by 3 inches. And then I have my base paper, Whisper White, cut at 2 1/2 inches by 11 inches. And I'm going to use our Simple Score. And I am going to score this, and I will make sure all my measurements are also at the end of the video as well as across the screen. So I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch, and then again at 1 1/2, 2 1/2, 3 1/2, and then at 6 3/4. And 7 3/4. And now our scoring is complete. So let me move that out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold on all my score lines. And I'm going to be using my bone folder. And how I do this, I have no clue. But I always seem to misplace my bone folder. Alright, and, oh, here it is. So I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to fold and crease on all my lines. We're also going to be using the large oval punch for this project. And I hope you all remember our end of year Stampin' Up! Sale is going on right now while supplies last. So don't forget to stop over and check that out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch. Here's our little 1/2 inch. I'm going to punch on this 1 inch space. And I'm going to try to center it as good as I can in between the edges. So, and if I'm off a little bit, it's okay. So we're just going to give that a punch. Not too bad. So, and let me set that aside. So now what I'm going to do is I am actually going to put some fast fuse on my edge here. And then I'm going to just fold this around, making a square. And this is, to me, the hardest part, is getting it so it's squared and even on both sides. So there we go. I have my square. We're also going to be using, I have some of these little tiny Velcros that I'm going to be using to help hold this closed. So, alright, so now that that's complete, this is how it's going to look. I'm just going to go ahead and take some snail and add my panels to the front. And I'm just going to leave a nice little border all the way around all 4 sides. Now this little panel here is going to be a very edge to edge from bottom to top. But it's going to have a border on the sides. There we go. Alright, now for my glimmer paper here, I'm going to bring in some Scotch tape and some of our 3/8 stitched Whisper White satin ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it around the front. And, oops, I grabbed too big of a piece. So, hard to believe Christmas is in 2 days. I'm getting all my last minute gifts made and wrapping all the gifts, and we're going to have a family dinner on the 24th, which is my middle son's 25th birthday. And I will be right back. Sorry about that. My little one needed me. So, okay, I'm back now. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to actually use some glue dots to add this to the bottom of my front. I'm going to use 4 glue dots right here in the corners. This will hold it a lot better than snail because of that ribbon. So I'm going to add 2 more. The little glue dots are nice and sturdy for adhesives. So, alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this right about here on the front. I'm just going to press that down. So now we can set that aside, and I can bring in my stamp so I can stamp my little snowman onto my Whisper White. And I'm going to be using our black archival. I'm just going to ink him up real good. There. And then for his little arm, I am going to be using crumb cake to stamp his arms. And I'm just going to position them right about there. And this one right about here. He is just so adorable. And then I'm going to grab my orange marker, and I am just going to color in his nose. Let that dry for a minute. While that's drying, I'm going to grab my 2 3/8 scallop circle punch, and I'm just going to punch out. And now I'm going to go over to the Big Shot and cut him out with one of my circle framelits. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now there's my little snowman. And what I'm going to use now is some of my 2A glue pen. And I'm just going to put some dots. And if you can see, it's blue right now. And it will dry clear. And then I'm going to take some of my glimmer, my glitter. And I want to say this is Dazzling Diamonds. And I have it in this little container to make it a lot easier for me to be able to just sprinkle it on there and just flick some of it off. And that will dry nice and clear for me. So I'm just going to leave my spoon in there. And I didn't put a lot of glitter on there. So, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some dimensionals and I'm going to pop him up. Now normally I would wait until it dries a little bit. So I'm just going to hold it by its side here. And add him right to my scallop circle. And take a couple of more dimensionals. And now we're going to add him to the holder. And I'm just going to add him right about here. There we go. Now I'm going to take a piece of the ribbon to tie my little cheater knot. There we go. I'm trying not to touch that until it fully dries. And I'm going to just give my ribbon on my left hand a twist. And there we go. I'll trim off my ribbon. So I hope everybody is ready for Christmas. I know I have a few stocking stuffers myself to go and pick up. So now I'm going to take my hand sanitizer and I'm just going to pop him in. It's going to be a little of a tight fit getting it in there, but it works out really good. That way it's held real sturdy. And then I'm just going to trim off a piece of the Velcro. Actually, I'm going to separate these because it's a lot easier to trim them off. And I think I picked these up maybe at Joann's in the sewing department. So they weren't that expensive. So now I'm just going to lay them together. And I'm going to peel one side off. And I'm actually going to place this on the bottom section first, because my last one I placed on my flap, and I don't like the position of where I ended up putting it. So I'm going to place it right there in the center, and I'm going to fold this over, lining up that bottom edge, and I'm just going to give it a quick press. And there we go. I now have my little sanitizer holder. And as you can see, you can't really see the glimmer too much on the snowman, but you can see where it's dried clear. And there we go. Now it's complete and ready for the stocking. So now I have 2 of them all completed for my daughter's stockings. And look how quick and simple it was. So join me again tomorrow or for day 11 for another cute project. And don't forget to stop over on my website and check out the end of season or end of year sale going on. There's some great products, some retiring items from our holiday catalog are on there. So grab them while the supplies are there. I know a few things have sold out, and I will try to update my blog with the sold out items for you, so that way you know. Also, you know, I will not be filming or making any blog post on Christmas Day and possibly the day after Christmas, because me and my husband won a weekend getaway. So I guess we're going to use it this weekend to take a little break. So I hope you all enjoyed today's project and you come back again. Thank you. Happy holidays. Bye.